Hello, my name is Luke, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on textures, specifically grass. If you are using Sprite, you can create a setup to easily construct seamless tiles. In the grid settings, change the dimensions to match your current canvas size. Then again, in the View tab along the top, enable Tiled mode on both the X and Y axis. Currently, my method is to create my tile and copy it onto a new canvas. I can then create variations of the same tile and copy them onto the new canvas too. Eventually, I end with a good looking tile set with little to no noticeable pattern. So, let's get started. We start off with a full green colour. I have not created a palette for this, I wanted to just experiment. So I used a green but at a value of around 50 and saturation of around 60. I feel this was a good start. I then used a slightly lighter tone to create some grass strands. Notice how I curve some at the top with one off pixel. I also use a size of 2 or 3 pixels high. The longer you make them, the taller the grass will appear. Moving on, I add some lighter strands. This gives some very essential colour variation and light. I also add some darker strands. I feel an important tip here is to always, and I mean always, keep an eye on the preview so you can see what needs to be changed. Here, I noticed that clumps of light were a little bit too much, so I diluted them a little bit. I did this by spreading them out more. After copying my first completed tile to a new canvas, I start to work on the first variation, in this case by adding bright vivid colours to hint at some daisies. Then I create a few more variations, changing the light and dark areas and even adding 1 or 2 clumps of longer grass. Remember, it's important to keep an eye on the preview when making these changes. It's unlikely you will get it perfect the first time. You will often make changes and adapt the tiles to your liking. Trying different colours, shapes and experimenting is the best way to learn. Mistakes are just a stepping stone towards success. Editing tiles on the canvas with all the other variations is perfectly fine. More so with grass because it's very hectic. With other textures you may find that you need to be a little more careful and test them with each other, but that's another lesson. You do not need to create loads of variations. 2 or 3 is fine usually. Once you have completed your canvas, take a look at the preview window. Make changes to areas that look a little too patterned. Keep a close eye on the preview window with each change. My final change here is to add variation in tone to my daisies, making them blend much better. You can shuffle your tiles around as much as you want. You should have plenty of combinations even with just a few tiles. I wish you all good health and have a fantastic day.